www.patreon.com/Final Stop Podcast, where you can get all those juicy internal affairs. If you're going to be a real Drip Chicken member, that's a little bit more. It's a $10 tier, and trust me, it's worth it. Or if you want to be a $1 McBaller, you get one free, not free, four or five bonus Final Stop episodes per month for literally 4 quarters. Join the Patreon. It's right here. It's a good time.
Well, if you give $1, it is free.
That's math. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegad, live from the ever-glorious Mezcal ManCave, Mock, you name it. Sitting to my right is the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat. It's Tristan Bowling.
I've never really done a full analysis on the room that we're recording in, behind the camera, just behind this beautiful camera that we have, thanks to the Patreon subscribers. Shout out to Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Patreon's a good time. Join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon is just an assortment of all the stuff from that should be in the shower.
Yep, it's all the stuff that should be in the shower. That is correctamundo, and I get mad every time I look at it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Your coconut showering gel, styling gel.
Coconut styling gel, a little bit of Cantu, some cocoa glow, and my new deodorant. All of which should be somewhere else. But then they'll end up like watch the Patreon, the Buffalo Wild Wing sauce, empty and in my room. Yeah, that's the life I live currently. So if I seem a little agitated sometimes, it's because I have to keep shit next to shit that doesn't match. There's do-rags and socks and Cantu oil.
You ever had a gun safe with Doritos in it?
That's what it feels like. I have pom-poms and a Betty Crocker book.
Yeah. You just go to Cabela's and you're just like, what are you storing in here? Like an AR-15? You're just like...
My great aunt Sally and some Ruffles chips.
Mostly Chipotle. What's it called? I have to pick up Chipotle after I eat it. It goes in here. Is there a freezer option?
I have Chipotle in here too.
Do you have Chipotle in here?
It's right there. It's my lunch from today.
Oh my God.
Which I also don't trust in the fridge. Anything that can get nipped at, like individual shit. Like I have donuts up there. I know those when those get moved.
I almost took one.
Right. Those are easily countable.
Well, I'm a guest.
I no, you're not.
Yes.
That's crazy. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You've come over here.
Do I live here?
You've come over here a bajillion. No, because this is like the argument. At some point, Brody stopped being a guest at our house. It's like you're not.
I'm not at the bajillion point. All right.
You were coming over here before I even lived here, and now Papa lived here, and you're my work wife. You know, the fat man.
Still didn't get food while I was here, man.
What do you mean?
I still didn't pillage.
Well, that doesn't have shit to do with guest or no guest.
Yeah, I would just sit here and be like, I'm hungry.
Yeah. It ain't got shit to do with shit, let me tell you. Nothing really peeves me off more. Which maybe this is just get back, because I used to do that to my parents all the time. Like religiously, they'd come back from like, I don't know, just like being out, and they'd bring leftovers. My dad would be like, do not touch these. And he'd go to bed and be like, I'm gonna touch the leftovers. At least a few fries. I'm gonna get at these. Well, that's why I have a good eye for this shit. I know this is the type of cat and mouse game that was probably unhealthy that me and my dad would play. He would count like shit like that. He would count the fries before he went to bed. And then he'd come out and the count of the fries would be different and they would just be assorted differently to make it.
No, I promise you cannot. There's no way you go in for a solid 2-fry mission. You go in for 2 fries and you're like, I'm going rogue. And then you just load up your mouth like when you like Tom and Jerry has a piano fall on his head. You just have fries coming out like your teeth.
I wasn't that way. It was the same amount of fries got consumed, but it was the way I buy weed. I couldn't lie to myself and say that like I'll just buy an ounce now.
No,
I'd eat 1 fry and fuck off for 10 minutes and then come back and
kill another fry.
Yeah, kill 2 more fries with the boys.
And what's another fry?
Yeah, then if I got friends over, it's like Brody got to eat too.
Brody's got to eat too, and then you guys are
the burger's gone too.
Yeah. I bet steakhouse sauce is so good.
And there was, and there'd be times when me and Brody just sitting there in the morning because like. You know when you just like didn't go to bed?
Honestly, I'm just going to put this out into the ether. This is a public episode. I feel comfortable saying this. There's nothing better than a good whole grain, like seeded mustard dipping sauce. Like one that...
Like leftovers, though?
Oh, yeah. It gets a little cold.
Skin on top. You break it with your fry.
You spin it around in there.
You're stiff ass.
You break the fry hymen.
Well, that's honestly, I understand.
Or the condiment hymen, if anything.
I understand why my dad was so mad, too, because it's like... Refrigerated fries don't even fucking taste good, and he probably wasn't even going to eat them. It's just the point of the whole thing.
Dude, steak fries with a steakhouse mustard.
Not cold, though. Once potatoes hit the fridge, it's game over.
Oh, dude, you can have a hot fry. Dude, like microwaving fries, so they're like a previously super firm fry that has a little bit of wiggle in it that you can like kind of like fold two over and just go yank like a knuckle.
You would be surprised. I don't draw a lot of weird, obscure, hard lines on things a lot. I have a weird, obscure line on fries.
Really?
Yeah, they have to be. They can't be too big. Don't really like steak fries. Why don't we just eat a fucking potato, Iowa?
So you don't like In-N-Out fries?
No, those are not steak fries. Those are very thin fries.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, it's like those are fries that I feel like could be potentially, during times of war, used as like packing peanuts.
Wait, no, I like.
I can't imagine you going to. Would you chow down on In-N-Out fries?
Yeah, they're fine. They're the weakest of the fast food fries. But my favorite fry, and this is loosely a fry, more of just like a skinny onion ring, but the string fries. You know what I'm talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking string fries
From Freddy's? Like have you ever been to Freddy's Steakburger?
Do they have string fries?
I have no idea.
This feels like the first 48. It's like, is that the sound from the first 48? I've never seen the first 48. How the fuck would I?
I've never seen string fries. Live? String fries live? I mean, I saw them. I think they opened for Grateful Dead cover bands.
Like these. You know what I'm talking about?
Those look like regular fries.
No, they're not fucking regular fries, you cocksucker.
Oh, they have those fries at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I love those fries.
It's literally like, it's either really hydrated hash browns or really dehydrated fries. I don't know which, but they're fucking...
And they were crunchy.
They're fucking solid, and I love them.
Dude, they had those at Freddy's Steakburger. I worked there for 2 weeks, and I didn't like it.
What shitty fast food place didn't you work at?
Sonic. They didn't take me. I did apply for Sonic. I applied for Culver's as well.
As a shitty fast food worker myself, it's like I understand, but you seem like you worked at 12 different restaurants for all like a week. You're like, yeah, I didn't really feel Taco Bell.
I did pop around a lot. I worked at Chiba Hut. I worked at Chipotle. I worked at Papa John's. I worked at Freddy's. I almost worked at Cane's. They're about to give me a uniform, and then I fucked off to Trader Joe's, and then went to that
I got
Cane's.
called up to the big leagues, losers.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm about to wear flare vests.
I'm really working my way to that Hawaiian, which, by the way,
Hawaiian shirts, first off, you don't worry. That takes a long time to work your way towards.
Don't even worry about working. Don't worry about Hawaiian shirts.
You're talking about the Medal of Honor right now.
Yeah,
right?
I want you to worry about putting the potatoes where the potatoes need to go, okay? Why don't we do that?
I'm not going to consider myself the SEAL Team 6, a.k.a. the guy who makes the signs in-house.
Wait, what's like the highest level? Is it the guy that gets to hide?
The most respect is the guy who makes signs in-house.
What about
Our guy had a really hard stutter, dude. It was crazy. I will not make fun. I want to make fun of it. I mean, like, you can do it really easy.
Just pretend it's Bugs Bunny.
No, but he would like. It was one of those stutters where like his whole body would stutter. Like he would be very expressive and talking. Just be like, no. So I was going down the aisle and like. We were going there, and you're just like, all right, winding him up. Now let that little chatterbox go.
Oh, man.
See, how long do we got to take to wind that little chatterbox up?
You guys are all leaning in. He's like, you're like, come on.
He's the edge of my seat. Dude, he's a great storyteller.
His stories actually suck, but the way he tells them are great.
Yeah, oh my God. What happened next?
Yeah, his delivery, you wouldn't.
Holy shit. Aisle 6? You out of your fucking mind. Pinto beans were on the floor. What happened? Debbie slipped? You're out of your fucking gourd.
What's your favorite type of fry? If you had to get... What?
I don't. That's hard.
Name a place.
I like, just in the trash part of me, like a Red Robin steak fry.
Ugh, you like the mushy, like... Where there's enough potato in it for there to be mush?
No, it's where you order enough at like a high rate of speed to where you're just getting them whistling hot, and you can just put that, like, the seasoning on them.
Such a fajil.
Well,
they
no.
do have seasoning though, right? That they leave. They
have the seasoning, but at the same time, if you're just like poor friends and you're just like, all right, we're all gonna get, $5 burgers, the cheapest ones, and then we're gonna sit here and see how many baskets of fries we can demolish.
You're just poor friends. I forgot about those times, dog. Where we go to like, you would go and just pool money. You'd be like, we can get a taco 12-pack if we get 3 more nuggets. Like, let's just pool it up. Let's do it.
Oh, dude, my buddy Chris ordering a fucking what's it called? The cookie tote.
What?
The cookie tote from McDonald's. It's like one of those like taco 12-pack things, but it's just
I've seen those.
Like just 2 clips of cookies.
They have the best chocolate chip cookies probably on the market.
We would be sitting there, we'd get fucked up, we would just smoke weed, and me and Hayden would be eating hot and spices, and then we would watch Chris pound a cookie tote while we convince him he has schizophrenia. It was like pretty much our entire night.
You guys were weird, bro.
No, because it, like I hate to air out his business, but like I mean I feel like it's kind of a funny
If
story.
it drives numbies, let it bang.
No, so we would smoke weed with my buddy Chris, whose mom had schizophrenia. And so we knew that schizophrenia was transferable through like the mom to kid gene. So he was always really worried.
Wait, really?
Yeah, schizophrenia is like given off from like mother to kid. It's like Judaism. And which is true.
You hit every syllable on that.
Yeah.
You could have said Judaism. You said Judaism.
Yeah, Judaism.
Oh.
Which, honestly,
Yeah,
which is
sure.
worse. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Which is worse.
No, but so every time we smoked weed, he was just like really concerned because like smoking weed before your brain is fully developed and stuff like that. We're like 19, 20. Like
Get you to here.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't help you out. Like it can actually like make your like symptoms of potentially having schizophrenia worse. And so he was always took that into consideration whenever we smoked because he was like, dude, my mom's schizophrenic. Like I don't want to be schizophrenic. We're like, dude, it's fine.
Whoa.
We just rolled it.
Have you ever had a panic attack on weed? I really haven't, I don't think. I get a little anxious, but like, could you imagine that's the panic attack you're having? You're like, am I having a panic attack or is this the time I lose my mind forever? Because my mom's crazy. Which I also understand that as well.
We never got that high. We would just like, we would like literally just light a blunt. He would like take 2 hits and then me and Hayden would finish the rest of it because our parents don't have schizophrenia.
You guys were mooching off them. You guys all threw in equally.
We bought the weed. We just
That
wanted
kid
to have a
didn't throw it
fun
on the
time.
weed at all? That kid wasn't throwing down?
No, we were very much so like I always had a lot of weed on me because I had my card. And so it was just people coming over. I'm like, you want to smoke a blunt? They'd be like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, I don't expect you to throw anything in. It was my invitation to smoke a blunt.
God, we are such different people. I was always a big, like...
You have the worst disease from schizophrenia.
What? Me?
The one that's passed down from your mother.
What's worse than schizophrenia?
The only one that's passed down from your mother. We just did this joke, dude.
I thought you were saying...
just did this
I thought you were calling me
joke.
like a narcissist. I was like, I think that can be passed down genetically
I
as well.
mean, way to call the kettle black. I mean, you kind of nailed it.
You know, but I think that's the way to be, though. I could never imagine not believing in myself. Do you not, like... Maybe you do. I don't know. It's like... I
believe in myself, but not so hard to like propel other people's demise, you know?
Oh,
or wish for other people's demise.
I called something a sin the other day. Like me and Taylor were walking around and I was like, yeah, these fools, they're just fucking like, they know they're being a wackadoo. It's like a sin. It's like you're just trying to be different and weird for no reason. Wackadoo, sin. And she goes, whoa, you got like a crazy.
Dude, honestly, if you were with a proper woman, she would take you aside and just be like, you need to preach, Daniel. You need to preach. Tell us about the wackadoos and what we should do with them. God damn it. We got the Church of Anti-Wackadoo coming every Sunday. But before Broncos football, of course.
Of course. Well, it depends. On the East Coast, something's going on with this chair. I've been fighting with this goddamn thing this entire time. On the East Coast, football's so much better over here. The games don't start till 1. We can go to church and talk all the bullshit we want, eat all the hog maul and collard greens, and I'm sure the black church. It's all the...
No, you would get very white people at this church.
Yeah, for surely. If I was at a church, it would definitely
Welcome to the church of what I'm saying and also your introduction to collard greens.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
I was going to say, no one's in their Sunday best. They're all just in the same work clothes they wore on Friday. They just put them back on. They're like, they're already on.
Instead of getting communion wafers and a small sip of wine, they get collard greens and a small sip of purple.
Now, we didn't have any wok on hand. But
Yeah. Let me tell you, it's good purple.
I was trying to think of another brand of codeine.
No, but no, what I was going to say previous to... Fuck, what were we just...
Why'd you just look like a nervous guy trying to hit on me and then pull
What
back?
were we
No,
just...
you were like, I'm going to touch her. I'm going to touch... No, ooh, can't.
I just like to keep you on your toes. What were we talking about previous to this?
I don't know, but I have a whole topic list.
God
You can't
damn it.
remember.
No, I was just in the middle of bringing up a point.
Yeah.
God damn weed. I hate weed.
I'm seeing over fake glasses. I'm like, yeah, and I'm the one
No,
with
dude,
CTE.
shut the fuck
All
up.
right.
Adjust your contacts, loser. Just...
I've always wanted to do that. I have great vision, but I'd tear it up in glasses. If I was able to really accessorize the way I wanted to, have some pretty thin frames.
There's a guy in my work who recently got glasses, and I don't know how to tell him it looks nice.
I understand how that there is no non-gay way to say that at all.
Yeah. Not even like, hey, bud, like the glasses, bro. You look good. Just
But-
being like, it's a difference.
Does
like
it
your
look-
face is framed for glasses,
Does it look?
and his glasses really complement his face.
Does it look different? Were his eyes?
Do you want to meet in the bathroom, single serve later? I like to give you some more compliments about your glasses.
Were his eyes chameleoning before? Because when you take your glasses off, you kind of get this like.
No. I don't get a wow. I don't
Take
get a
your glasses
wow.
off.
I wish I could make my eyes wow.
No, watch. Take your glasses off real quick.
No.
I was gonna hit a worm. So.
I know you were. I know you were. You're not going to lead me into a wow.
See, this is why you're not. This is why you're a non-funny hack writer. A funny guy would have taken his glasses off.
Join the internal affairs. Meet my number one arch nemesis.
Oh, it's pretty sick. Yeah, we do. Instead of cutting in like a fun Patreon read, join the Patreon. If you like the first little bit, it's a good time. And I've cried. Tristan said slurs, and
Oh, jeez.
there
This
used
is
to
how
be
we're doing this?
There used to be a third part.
This
Well, yeah.
isn't natural. I don't enjoy this.
Oh, I've done so much research, son. It's like all the fun podcasts. They all loosely plug in little Patreon reads. Anyway, I have my black book of topics that I was writing down when I was at work instead of working. The first one. Tell me if this is gay or not. tell me if this is gay or not.
All right, first topic. Do I like chugging cock?
Tell me if this is gay or not. I wanted to tell a guy his bifocals look nice, but I didn't know how to do it.
That's literally what I just said.
I know it's gay as fuck.
It's not gay.
It's so gay. You can't.
To
By the way,
compliment another man.
don't go up to that guy and say that.
Well, usually I grab him by the small of his waist and I kind of bring him around and I say, "You look beautiful tonight."
Like prom night, but you're trying to send the message.
Yeah, I kiss him on the neck and I'm like, "Your mother would be so proud of you."
It's okay. I love you. You can lose it with me.
It's okay. Loosen up. Let the shoulders down, huh? You're wearing a bra. Take that thing off in the bathroom.
No, but is it gay? Because I don't have a baseball team. Like I've never been a big baseball guy.
Yeah.
And I bought a Yankees hat and have made that my entire personality at work now. I'm just
my God,
I'm just a
dude.
Yankees guy, and that is my team now. I'm a New York Yankees fan. I like winning. I know we're not going to win. I know we aren't going to win the World Series. It's fine. We're down 3-1 at the time of this
Yeah, the
recording.
Diamondbacks have been out for a while.
Not a fucking Diamondback.
You're a Diamondbacks fan.
I was never a baseball fan. You can't prove
They
that.
have better hats.
The old ones.
No, modern. Dude, the amount of times I see people walking around with Diamondbacks hats and I'm just like, and they're just like, I just like the color scheme. And they're like,
Right. Once again, you like the fun, different color scheme. Now, if you're talking,
dude, it's all primarily
what's-
black guys. It's black guys who walk up. I'm like, dude, you like the Diamondbacks? They're like, nah, man, it just matches my like shit.
No, it's
And I'm
fine.
like,
It's avant-garde, which, as we've discussed, is French for weird nigga. You like a nice fucking avant-garde, which is fine. And you know what I like?
not avant-garde.
I like a Yankees hat, which happens to be the most business casual hat of anything. I actually watched a video the other day of Spike Lee. You know who Spike Lee is?
No.
I don't know. Why would that be up your alley? You turned into a basketball guy a year ago.
Yeah, I know who Spike Lee is. He's outside of basketball.
Well, I know, but he hasn't made a movie worth a damn in our lifetime. So it's like, why would you know?
I watched
him?
the Vietnam one on Netflix. It was it.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
It wasn't really. It didn't deserve to be called a Spike Lee joint.
I mean, wait, dude, I wish I could accurately. I'm gonna bite my tongue right now because I haven't seen all of Spike Lee's movies and I don't know his entire discography and what he's done. So I really will bite my tongue. But if I weren't to bite my tongue, I would say I don't think Spike Lee has made a movie that is anything more impactful than Avengers Endgame.
I think he made one. Have you seen?
And
what-
that is a Reddit opinion.
Have you
Welcome
seen-
to Tristan's Reddit opinion of the week. This is something that I heard that is not my own.
That is pretty good. Well, I mean, there is really not that much that beats. It's like when Thor shows up in Endgame,
Oh my God.
and when
When he says "Bring me Thanos" and just comes down.
the only thing I'll give you that rivals that, and you're not chocolate, so maybe you don't get this. The third act and Get Out, when that nigga just goes ham and just murders an entire white family and then gets away with it, and you think he's gonna get caught, and then the cop shows up, and the
And
cop
it's
is
the friend.
Lil Rel Lowry. He's like, TSA, I told you. There was no better feel than being like this. That right,
Dude,
right
the amount
there.
of times, dude, when I was in the theater and I heard the amount of times I heard, "Oh man!" As soon as the lights came on
Well,
from the cop car at the end to get out, just being like, "Now they gon' get him."
You know, in the original version, that's
Yeah.
that's just a cop.
Yeah,
And he
no,
gets
they
arrested and charged for murder,
they switched it.
which would actually would happen. But I would have been pissed if I
Yeah.
was in the theater. He did all that, chopped the dude with the fucking, beat the shit out of the brother who was trying to do MMA, and stabbed the dad with
Antler killed a man.
Yeah, Antler killed the man, put cotton in his. It's such a good movie. I watched that with Taylor in the theaters, and unbeknownst to me, there was like 7 of my black teammates behind us. And at the very end of the movie, like, yo, you got the keys? I'm like, I do have the keys. Okay, she has the keys, and it's her car, but we're not in the movie. This isn't a movie.
She's the individual Fruit Loop eating lady.
Which, I understand that.
What?
I don't really fuck with black women like that. Like, they're just not that attractive to me.
Welcome to Uncle Ruckus's point of the week.
Now these goddamn
Yeah.
niggers. No.
yeah. I don't subscribe to that opinion at all.
No, I'm not saying...
You have attested to this, and I have said it before.
No, I'm just saying they're not my bag.
They are my bag.
Sure, they're your bag. But I'm saying I understand being
I'm
like...
surprised Haley is an African American woman.
You've multiple times on this podcast been like, if I
I've
was
been-
single out here,
I
I'd find
have-
myself with a Dominican lady.
I have been putting just melanin treatment
No.
in her.
Oh, we should have talked about this in the internal affairs. You couldn't do that.
What do you mean?
You
I could totally do that.
You get coddled. You know what a black girl's not going to do? Coddle you. She's not going to call you Tristy and tell you need to get a nice little nap while
That-
you're moving.
I think
That's what she's not going to do.
we let you, dude. I honestly, my one regret was not making you sit in the back of the van. While
You
we
mean
were
with the
moving.
boxes? That would have been
Where you belong?
That would have been. I Rosa Parks my way into the passenger seat.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not sitting back. And then your lady tried to sit back there. I'm like, we're just not making dumb decisions today. No one's sitting in the back with the fucking box.
By the way, no glasses broke. Didn't that box
Oh,
sound
it
like a?
sounded horrible.
It sounded like a box.
It sounded
of
like
broken
Stone
glass.
Cold's intro. It was just-
Yeah, it sounded bad, dude. I literally was sitting there and I'm like, I have sentimental glasses, and she's like, well,
the damage is done.
we'll open the box.
Yeah. What's in the box? Shattered memories. Just memories gone.
No, it was a fun day. It was a fun day. Honestly, she never calls me Tristy.
I hate how much I can't get into this as a public episode. You get treated like a
really-
man boy, and it is weird to see. It is very interesting.
Can you see that I'm fighting my way out of it, and she chooses to put me in that scenario?
That's the weirdest part.
Do you see I'm actively fighting my way out of it?
That's the part I had the most umbrage with. It's not that I don't think you want to be this, like, the man. I think you want to be the man. I think, based on what I saw, you get treated like Tristy. And that's by choice of the other party. That was the weirdest, when she was like, yeah, he has 2 shows. I'm like, you're moving. This is his job. He carries the big stuff and does the, like, make sure you're not take it, not nap. Also, we don't, like, I know it's like we got to stay up late and tell ha-has, but, like, we're not going to, like, do math. Like, you're not going to an office job where you have to, like, crunch numbers. You're, like, doing ha-has and, like, hanging out with the bros, essentially. So it's like, I understand that. But the way that she was like, he just needs his rest. My little baby boy needs his rest. He'll be tired.
I appreciate my rest.
But and also,
No,
you didn't want to correct her at first. Before I said, you were holding the door. This is internal affairs. Join the Patreon. Me and Andrew were out here sweating. Tristan's
Dude,
down
literally
here
the entire-
playing doorstop.
No, the entire time I'm sitting there and I'm just like, yo, let me go up. And Haley's just like, no, just stay right there. And I'm just like, no. So the thing is, I have to stay right here when you tell me just to stay right here, because then you go and fuck off upstairs. So I have to stay right here to make sure that no one is going to, I don't know, run full speed into our double parked U-Haul. Like, or just get into a violent argument over like us taking up a completely valid parking space.
Well, but that's where, and every relationship is different. It's not like whatever.
And I'm like, I need a pretty face on the fucking door.
I need a pretty face.
So you can start diffusing while we come down with shit and say, do we have a problem
Hey,
here?
sugar tits, get down here.
I would like us to come out in like the AT&T bars of Andrew, then me, and then you.
Me in the back. Yeah. The situation has to get escalated.
Yeah, you got 4G, motherfucker.
Get on the goddamn ground.
Yeah.
No, but she's definitely the quarterback. Would you not say?
She definitely, yeah. Like, if the quarterback was planning plays based off of like shit that's happening at the end of the season, if they make it, maybe.
No, more like it's the most important player on the team.
No. I'm saying if like the most important player of the team was just being like, so here's what we're going to do against Tennessee. And they're like, at the same time, we're playing not Tennessee next week. So I really need your head in the game. You're like, we already won.
I'm looking ahead to the conference championship. And
Don't worry.
What?
I already won. And just being like, okay, so what we didn't do was that. And we need to kind of rewind and hit what's happening in the moment.
Oh, nothing's better than that, than hearing your girl be like, all right, we're going to go to place A, and then we're going to go to place B, and then we're going to go to C and D. And you're like, well, let's get to A. Why don't we figure out how we're going to get to A?
She's like telling me, she's like, I really think the next time that we're going to move is when we have a kid. And I'm just like, we haven't even had the preface to a kid.
Why don't we throw a ring on this thing?
Yeah,
First
that's what
lady?
I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, we don't even have a new cat.
Yeah, you're thinking about children.
You're thinking about bringing a new child when we have a whole
chicklins?
new little baby kitty that's going to come into the household?
That's more the speed. We'll be older parents, which I think is fine.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean?
Not if old vagina bearer has anything to say about it.
For what good rhyme or reason?
She doesn't want to be an old mom.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? And I mean that literally.
Literally, she doesn't want to be an older mother. So she is like...
So then your answer to that is...
having a kid in the next, 5 years. And that's me being generous with 5 years. She would not say 5 years.
Wow, this should have been the internal affairs, and the other one should have been... Why are you not... What? Okay, let me ask you this. What goes into the consideration behind that? I want a kid, or I'm financially, emotionally, maritally, and spiritually ready to have a kid?
First off,
I don't want to be 42.
I need to check off all those marks. That's what I'm saying. But I think I'm in a good trajectory.
No, I'm saying what
to be able to
pitching you.
As long as I'm financially able, I'm on the bottom of an upswing towards my career and stuff like that. I see it going well. I have management, which is the situation that I am not in currently. I have management, I have agents, I'm full-time comedy, I'm full-time trying to do acting, I'm full-time trying to do all this stuff. Everything is entertainment, I'm giving it 100%. That's when I'm all right. So now that I've booked a couple things, we have some bread. We could actually potentially, it's going good. It's going to continue to go good. That's not on stand weekend salary. That's just not going to happen. That's going to be with me touring. That's going to be with me doing stuff like that.
There's a reality where...
I'm going to have kids before you. I know that for sure.
Sure. There's a reality where 4 years from now, even if you're touring, that jump from leaving your day job to... You might lose money. Actually, which is, or stay right around equivalent, but you're gone then. What goes into being ready to have a kid?
I would rather be, even if I'm losing money, I'd rather be on the road. As long as I can make ends meet, I'd rather be doing the entertainment aspect.
But my point being is, do you make have a kid money now?
Fuck no.
Right. So I'm saying if in my opinion, especially where we live, dog, have a kid money is
Well, I just moved to Astoria. It's a lot easier to get more space over there. And plus, when we have a kid, we're not going to be on Island. We're going to be in probably Staten Island or New Jersey.
Staten Island? When do the bad moving decisions... What are we doing?
Staten Island is kind of nice. Staten Island.
Who told you that? Haley, for sure.
No, I saw some of the apartments and stuff over there. Not apartments, but like
You
some
have
of
to
like the
take
townhouses.
A ferry. Why are you guys are nautical for no reason.
I love
Big
being
boat
nautical.
people.
I love being nautical.
It's so
Dude, do you want to
stupid.
hear about my mornings?
Live by the
do you want to hear
shit.
about my beautiful mornings?
That are unnecessary because your girl found space? Yeah, let me hear about it.
Yeah, I love them. I love them so much. It's been this entire week, and it's been great. We're recording this on Wednesday. I'm 2 for 3 on ferry rides in the morning, and let me tell you,
What does 2 for 3 mean?
I had to take the bus and the train once.
So you're already at a D, and you've had to do it 3 times. Those are not good numbers.
I love the ferry.
You live in, there's
I wake up early to hit the ferry. I love it that much.
Why not live? So you work in 2 places, basically here and the stand, and she can work from anywhere. Why was the answer fuck all over there and not in this general area?
Because we can get more room over there. We can get more space.
But the convenience factor dies.
Well, this is another public topic. What is your opinion on Tristan getting an electronic bicycle?
If an electronic bicycle is even in the question, it seems like we shouldn't have moved there, is my thoughts on it. That's crazy.
I'm trying to cut out the middleman of me never I will still take the ferry. But taking the train
much
and the
is the ferry?
bus, I get a 10-pack for $30, which is expensive. And it doesn't seem like it's worth it. But at the same time, let me take you somewhere. Daniel, let me take you somewhere. All right?
In a relationship where you call a shot, I'm visually right there.
No,
I'm physically living it.
I'm right there. I'm right there too.
All right.
I'm in the dude. You think she's calling? You think she's in the fucking fighter? When we're in a fighter jet, you think she's in the front seat?
Sure,
She's
I'm not
behind
saying
me.
I'm not saying behind closed. Do you know how the perception with my relationships? I almost have a Mandela effect on my lady. There's never in question who calls what shot, when, and where.
Yeah.
That's how it is behind closed doors as well. You're telling me you want me to believe
She
that
calls
there's
all
a-
the shots from every here, where, and everywhere behind closed doors with you and your chick. That's
Who?
it. Yeah, you.
You saying I call the shots?
No,
Are you on crack cocaine?
you make strong opinions.
That are law. That are law.
You make strong opinions that are law, flexible law. They are a flexible law. They are, you go out, here's what you do. You are a king sitting in your very tiny castle, coming out on the balcony, just being like, hear ye, I formally decree that it is okay for me to go to a Trump rally. And you roll up the thing, and then the overseer for the county comes and says, it is not. And then you're like, change of plans.
Hear ye, hear
Hear
ye.
ye.
Xbox it is.
Hear ye, I have independently changed my mind on the decision.
Me and only me has decided that I am with her.
I've spoken with my counsel.
All right, I forgot to give you a direct example that contradicts
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. Fuck yeah. Occasionally it does happen. But
Yeah.
I like, you know what it is? She really does. I'll let her walk all over me and I treat her like my fucking queen. But if I don't come on strong, I feel bad. I'll fold immediately. But if I don't come in like a goddamn haboob in the night, I feel like I just got walked all over.
No, so here's the difference between your relationship and when you say what I say goes, it doesn't really account because you do a lot of what I say goes. And what actually goes is like 1 out of 1,000 of those.
Hey, look, what I say gets taken deeply into consideration and then
Flipping through, Where does it go? Does it go to the store and get me more stuff? Does it go do that? I'll let whatever you say go wherever you need me to tell you to go. And then meanwhile, I'm just like, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'll go do that. Yeah, sure. You need stuff at the store? Fuck it. I'll stop by. I don't
something
really mind.
about that's more gay.
And then meanwhile, I'm just like, hey, so this needs to happen. And then it happens.
I mean, I put my foot down too, but you can't. The problem is I act mean.
Dude,
so when
literally,
I
there's a
have to be
shoe
mean,
print in the floor from how often you have put your foot down in the relationship. And the amount of times it is actually applied to modern day statistics.
I got wrestling boots on. The bottoms are soft.
Yeah, it looks like when you're touring like an old, like, bombed out place in France from World War II, and you're like, this used to be a ballerina studio. You could see on the floor there's old scuff marks. Yeah. That's you just being like, this is where once a man tried to have a conversation where he was right and he was wrong.
But you know what it is? I think that's what makes a relationship last a long time. Because two things. Your lady does want to see you be able to, like, stick your Adam's apple out and be like, because the man said so. But she also wants you to fold almost immediately when she actually wants something. That's like, it's a fine balance of, like, I don't want a guy who I can walk all over, but I also want a guy who I can basically walk. Basically, like, when I say jump, he asks how high.
Yeah, no, I've had situations where, like, I've been talking with Haley and, like, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, so that's been happening recently. Like, say, like, I'm be like, dude, what's going on with this, like, attitude? And be like, yeah, so that's not going to happen anymore. And we're going to deal with this as adults because that's what we are. And we love each other and we talk to each other. And she's like, you're right. And I'm like, I know I'm right.
Yeah, you're a little bit more of the level-headed one.
And guess what? I do the same thing to you. And there is a crying Patreon episode where you can watch recently Daniel weep and have
uploaded.
Yeah, make me talk to him like he's a small baby boy.
I got a little mad. I got kind of mad for about 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes after the episode, and then the rest of the night, I got a little pissy.
You had to change location. I had to call you. I texted you twice, no response.
You know, I was on the train with Taylor again, started leaking. I was hitting one of these too, where like her back was to the subway door, and we were on the train, and I was facing her, and I pretended like I was looking up at the stops, like I didn't know where the fuck I was going.
I've never been here before in my life.
She's like, are you okay? I was like, I fucking hate that. She wiped a tear on the subway. She goes, it's all right.
I know more. You and several girls are people I know who have cried on the subway.
Some other girl hands me a tissue. She goes, I know.
Been there, sister. Listen, he'll get his.
I know. But he doesn't. She's like, that's the problem.
Yeah, I know. Listen, relationships are like that. I'm like, I'm not fucking him. I'm not fucking him. And they're like, literally, none of us could tell. None of us could tell that you weren't with your gay best friend and you're talking about your even hunkier boyfriend.
Oh, I thought you were fucking some dude who wore flip-flops mostly.
Yeah, some guy who chooses to have a beaded curtain as a door.
Guy who likes a nice twinkle when he enters his closet.
Yeah.
No,
someone who gets a mani-pedi, but like makes it like kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean, I cry from back. You know what? I'm dealing with the last probably like year and a half. I've been dealing with this whole like, it's probably shedding some of the old
I've been dealing with this whole emotions thing.
Yeah, well, I've never had that. It's been beaten out of me from like a very young age, and I operate in a realm where it's like, oh, this is fucking public knowledge. Okay, all right, last night.
You just drop your can full send?
No, it hit this.
Oh, okay.
Last night I went to some random open mic about a month ago. Some real, like, I was tired of going to the same places. Went to this random, like, it was at this bar called 1 and 1. It's actually a pretty cool sports bar.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this was competition, so I did good the first time, won this thing. I go back the next time, and I like some weird little comedy competition. This is bigotry. It's not reverse. It's just bigotry, all right? So I'm in this bar. It's on the Lower East Side. There's 20 people in the room.
Yeah.
Counting me. 5 trans people. Mathematically, that is fucking nuts. So it's like already
not where we're living, man. Come on.
No,
I mean, like, at the same time,
they're literally.
There is nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say it was wrong. I said they are 1% of the population. To have 4 or 5 in one room of 20.
I mean,
is a crazy number.
I mean, it's like kind of like an art medium that some people are drawn to in a more bohemian scene, I'd say.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it offensive. Maybe it was a tone thing. All right, so there was like a couple of trans guys. They were hanging out. We were in
You
this
gotta
room.
stop dropping stuff. I really have just heard several things plop.
It was the phone. So there was some trans people, 3 or 4 gay bros. So that tells you kind of what you need to know as far as like
Your general audience.
sensibility, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know it was a competition. I'm with 5 people, 5 other like comedians who I would imagine have never gotten paid to do comedy before, but they all go up and do like, I'm trans, I'm pansexual, I'm a survivor, and just get like standing ovations. I placed 5 out of 5. There were 3 judges who all gave you like 1 out of 10 scores. I placed 5th out of 5.
Yeah.
And then got to watch people look at me. When I said I was married to a white lady, there was this okay, first of all, I went up and there was this weird little kind of like Twinkie Mexican guy. This black
I'll have you know, the people running that show just all like, I bet they all sat there one day thinking, I'm like, there's not just like a kryptonite to this show. And then you walked through the door.
I go, I'm married, I'm confident, I'm tall. And they're like,
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help either because there was the judges were.
I love it how you didn't say you were in last place. You said you were in 5th out of 5.
Correct also.
Yeah, I like how you didn't. You selected. I mean, I was in the bottom half.
Hey, look, because if you ain't first, you're last. But if you're 5th out of 5, that's
You're the last of the last.
that's different. Yeah, but I lost, and so the judges were a little Twinkie Mexican guy. This what I thought was a trans lady, a black lady with like this big weave on,
Yeah.
and then gay Satan. It was a gay guy who was Satan, had fucking black toenails and sandals on. He was actually kind of funny, but I called him Zesty Satan. Literally, like, the format of the show is you went up, this dude who was hosting goes, tell the judges a little bit about yourself. I literally pushed him aside, and I go, I'm so excited to be judged by a Twinkie Mexican, RuPaul, and a Zesty Satan. Turns out calling someone RuPaul is only fine if they're trans. If they're just a black lady with unfortunate features, it is very offensive.
Yeah, dude. Why you would start like that is beyond me.
Because I have because I have supreme narcissism and a superiority complex, and they were losers.
Yeah. I mean, props on the gusto.
What were they gonna do? Say something? No, they'll just give me 6s across the board.
Yeah.
I went into dude.
If this was diving, I'd be crushing it right now. I just want you to know.
Is it lowest score wins in diving?
No, I was just saying.
Why do you know that?
I was saying out of 5. I was saying that you really blew it out of the water.
I thought you were like, yeah, conventional Olympic diving. It's like
I think
golf.
it's out of 10.
Yeah, it's like golf, low strokes.
Yeah.
No, but then I did a joke. You know, I did
Was that the name of the bar, Low Strokes?
That'd be a good name for a bar. Cut that. Hey, that'd be a solid name
Yeah.
for a bar. Hey, where you at? I'm down at Low Strokes. I got fucking half price wings and $4 God's Waters,
Yeah, dude.
which is what
All the Drip Chick employees go to Slow Strokes.
They go to Slow Strokes when they get off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. It stays open. It says it closes at 2 online.
We locked the doors at 2.
We locked the door. We locked the doors at 2 is lit. I can't remember the last time I was in a locked doors place.
Oh, dude, so good. Arizona.
Yeah, we're fucking Rick's like, lock it. We're smoking joints inside.
Lock it. Bring out the bong.
Oh my God. That's
So good.
This maybe isn't public episode fodder either.
What do you mean? He said the N-word on here.
Yeah, you're right. I'm annoyed with our uncle right now. Stop being rich and cool. Answer my phone calls.
Yeah.
Bro, I called, the last 2 days.
You called? You took back the call on tomorrow?
I had multiple phone calls. I've spoken to this guy 3 different times the last 2 days. He's always doing some cool shit. Just always ducking in. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going
Hey,
to...
buddy, mid skydive right now.
Yeah, literally that's what it is. I got to get size for a sport coat, and then I'm going to the Waste Management Open. They have an off-season thing. And you're like, all right.
Well, you called him during the Waste Management Open. They have an off-season thing.
They have an off-season. It's my
Yeah,
fault.
I mean, like, what are you going to do?
No, bro. So we're trying to set up, me and Tristan are trying to get a...
I mean, if he's not there, who else is going to chain smoke cigarettes in an Escalade?
Basically, what a time to be rich. This is a little behind the curtain, but we're trying to set up a headlining weekend down in Phoenix.
Emphasis on trying.
I mean, will happen. Papa has the numbers and analytics and support to prove it. We're going to end up headlining Phoenix. Now, how exactly that looks on the back end, that I don't know. If I told you my real
Who are you
business...
thinking about hosting?
Who's I thinking about hosting?
Yeah.
Some local talent.
I got two answers.
Some local talent.
First word is Mike.
No, I refuse. And there's shit going on with that nigga now, and I still refuse.
I think we should do it. I think we should set a precedent. Let people know where the chips fall.
First of all, he would turn it down.
Why would
I?
Why would he?
Because the guy that you tried to suppress comes back victorious and is like, do you want to catch a breadcrumb? I wouldn't do it. If I tried to blacklist a guy and then he beat the blacklist, I wouldn't.
I mean...
Also, I've never worded it like that before. Pretty sick.
I mean, I've seen you hang out around other comedians. You for sure are not on the blacklist around here. More like the Caucasian list.
The blacklist is a bad thing.
Did you see what I was doing, though?
Oh, are you saying like I'm not chocolate?
Yeah.
You would be surprised how highly chocolate rank I am out here. It's pretty annoying because everyone's artsy weirdos.
You're like mid-Dominican.
No. In a group of black people who don't do comedy, yes, I agree with you. I'm very not black. In a group of artists who do something pretty gay anyway, no matter how cool of a black guy you are, checkmate. Football. I beat you. I actually did something cool as a black guy that our community respects. Go tell a joke about fried chicken, dickhead. It's like, congratulations. Oh, yeah, nice flamboyant jacket. Good for you.
You can't just be bragging and then have your voice crack on flamboyant.
I can.
No, it really just puts a finger in your gun and then it like kind of...
I was bragging about being in a national 1%.
Like,
your voice can crack.
You're like,
I was being in a national 1%.
I was here.
Same thing if you were bragging if you're like, yeah, I do theaters, multiple sold out shows. Your voice could go...
Madison Square Garden.
Dude, it's only 2 nights. Fucking...
Okay, I swear to God, it's going to be really good.
Sound like the teenage guys from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Sullivan.
Isn't it crazy they had interns in Monday? Like,
they were stoners for sure.
They covered all bases.
It was a white kid with dreadlocks. Definitely worked at like a...
What do you smoke to get high in Monsters, Inc. world?
That's a good question.
That's pungent stuff.
Probably regular people weed. They probably just go into like teen... You know that... you know that...
That's them providing nightmares to teenagers. They just be like, where's my weed? And like...
That is your worst fear. If you're 15, you think your mom took your stash.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I put it right here. Oh, I put it right here, and you're like, why is her light on in her room? Why is her light on there? Ha!
Why is Mr. Monster Cheech and Mr. Monster Chong providing the best numbers in this goddamn place?
They really could have done that. That would have been nice. They were real close to making an adult version of Monsters Inc. because they made them stand-ups at the end. That's essentially what they did. They were just stand-up comics.
Yeah, they get more with laughter.
I would be fully supportive of a rated, at least PG-13, where they let Billy Crystal kind of let loose a little bit.
You know what? I just really hate how I can't make a fucking dent in this comedy industry just because I'm not a monster. All right? I'm sitting up here with human perspective. Meanwhile, this Wazowski dickhead swallows a microphone, burps, and catches it in his hand.
Personally, I think that'd be more scary. It's like a monster. If I saw Mike, I'd be like, maybe I'm dreaming. If you just see another guy in there going like, anyway, last week I was at Poughkeepsie. I'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Instead of impressionist, it's just like, oh, he's a shapeshifter. Yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah, just random going in
Yeah,
there.
it's hack, dude.
He morphed into Dice Clay. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a fuck? He's not even him. He's a lizard. All right? That's not even his comedic. He looks like a normal guy. He's a lizard.
He's a fucking snake, and I knew it.
Yeah. Where are we at? I have to piss so bad it's crazy.
I literally asked you. I asked you before the episode started. I said, do you need to leave the room for any reason? Because we're on a janky tripod. Luckily for you, someone prepared, and I have so many topics.
I have to piss.
All right, what do you want? Brother closed at the bar. Going back to Arizona for the first time.
I feel like we just kind of talked about.
We already did everything. We didn't talk about Squabbard at the bar.
What happened with Squabbard at the bar?
Squabbard at the bar is lit. All right, so he's the exact...
Is he 21 yet?
No.
Oh.
This is a cool part. So
okay.
he works at basically the college, like one of the... There's like a row down there. I don't know if you've ever been to like the U of A campus. They have like this row of fucking sweet college bars like right off the main campus area.
Really?
And he works as a line cook in one of those college bars. And the dude who owns it's chilled. Has been in Tucson. It's almost like a laugh situation. Has been down there for goddamn ever. That bar has been there forever. If you work there, you can drink. They don't.
Oh, that's tight.
They don't. They don't cart nothing. So whenever he gets off his shift, he'll go and or you can go there on Sundays too, which is cool, and watch games and
that's
and
tight.
drink and shit.
That's very sweet.
Well, he was there one day after his shift. He got off at midnight, and so by the way, whichever girls are at a bar from midnight to 2, whatever. And
Squabbert's on the prowl.
Squabbert. Well, he wasn't even on the prowl. He was sitting at the bar, just hanging out, drinking, and one of his buddies was there, one of the other line cooks.
Squabbert's on the pill.
Squabbert is on the pill. Wait, what does that mean? Like Viagra? Explain to me your joke then, guy. What are you talking about?
Holy shit, what did we just talk about? Was it not on the internal affairs?
Oh, you're going episodes back. Okay. I get you. Yeah, he's on the pill. Yeah, he's on the pill. Okay, 7 pills. 4 days. 4 to 7.
That's what I'm saying.
Depending on how serious
he's on the pill.
Depending on how serious
he's got a pill caddy.
Yeah, but he's sitting there with his boys, or one of them, and these 2 girls walk up. And this is verbatim how he explained it. 2 girls walk up. One of them I thought was pretty. The other one talked to me. And I was like, cool. Beggars can't be choosers.
You got to do that.
And they're like,
hope it goes down the pipeline.
Right.
Yeah,
it's all about business development. It's a relationship based.
That's how you network.
Yeah. But anyway, his buddy closes. Buddy's a good looking kid, nice jawline, real confident. Closes. Gets him to go, hey, Squabbert lives right down the way. We could all just go kick it at his crib, which I told him. I hope you're watching. I told you this would be the perfect situation, dumbass. Trust me. He was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should live further. No, you get a condo right next to the fun shit because then you can close when the time comes. And the time came, and his buddy led the hose back to the crib. His buddy hooked up with one. Squabbert goes in with the other one.
Squabbert's girl doesn't know she's about to take the pussy Grim Reaper challenge.
Well, that's what I thought also, because I was sitting there being like, dude, yes, this is what I prayed about. I was hoping I was going because he goes.
Oh no, he's a super spreader.
Ah! Yeah. Oh, that would have been crazy if he's like, Bub, I don't know what to do. I fucked, but I don't want to call her back and tell her what the deal is.
Yeah. Send her a Domino's pizza.
A Domino's pizza that says, hey, here's a half and half on me. By the way, you have the clap. Anyway.
Do you notice how the other half has pepperoni on it? You should get tested.
You send her a moist pizza.
Yeah. Do you see how the other is just dough with no sauce or cheese and the other is a supreme pizza?
You send her a Baskin Robbins ice cream cake that says you have gonorrhea.
Yeah, Fudgy the Whale.
Is that a Baskin Robbins thing?
No, it's Carvel.
I'm not familiar with Carvel. Do we have those in Arizona?
No, we don't. It's the East Coast thing.
Oh, okay, that's why I don't know Carvel. Anyway, this kid closes, gets this girl into his bed. This is the first. He's only had one piece of pussy ever in his life, and she gave him gonorrhea.
Spicy.
Join the internal affairs.
You just spoiled it.
If you're watching 54 minutes in, join the internal affairs. This is the type of shit you get all the time. I see our average view duration. Believe me, the real ones are here.
Don't break it to me.
Hi, Carl. How are we doing?
Hey, Carl.
Yeah, and
oh, Carl. It's just us and Carl.
Realistically, it's us and about 30 people right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. What's up, other people in Carl?
What's up, bros? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Please stick around.
Yeah. Basically, long story short, Squab gets whiskey dick. That's not even the embarrassing part.
Oh, no.
But for him, it's kind of the same thing that I did with the fat man. You moved yourself out of the sad sack category because now we know you can close.
Yeah, you can close.
But now you're operating on normal guy because he missed class the next day. By the way, this girl that he didn't fuck and he said wasn't even that drunk slept until 2 p.m. like a rock in his bed. A stranger's bed until 2 p.m.
That's crazy to get someone's roofie run off.
Yeah, some guy couldn't. Some guy's watching you close from the back. Like,
where the fuck did she go? Where did she go? Oh my god! What the fuck?
I wish that could be the name of this episode, but it's so can't.
Yeah,
roofie run off.
Yeah, should have put an air tag on that roofie. The hell is this bitch?
Oh, I thought that'd be fucking crazy. You bake an air tag into a press pill.
Eat this muffin.
It's waterproof, actually.
Eat this muffin one bite.
Oh.
Eat this muffin one bite. Don't chew, only swallow. It's a cool thing that Barstool says you should do it.
You're taking less calories that way.
Yeah.
No, but
I know Big Cat. Eat this in one bite.
Yeah. I know, big. You want to get on Son of a Boy, Dad? Eat
this in one bite. Eat this in one bite.
I know like 2 niggas on the yak, so you're
Yeah,
going down this blue bear.
I mean,
I bumped into Dave in the hallway once.
a friend of a friend knows Little Sass.
You mean Harry?
Harry? I mean, I didn't know if you knew his colloquial name. Hey.
It's his Hebrew name.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say that a lot. A lot of people don't know. Artist formerly known as Little Sass.
I thought you meant that he was Jewish.
No,
He's not Jewish?
I think he
I
is.
was going to say, his last name's Jewy as fuck.
Settle.
It's so Jewy. I went to Hebrew school.
Jewish people never settle.
3 of them. I've gotten traded once or twice on a Hebrew school basketball court, for sure. They settled. I once got traded for a snack pack and a fucking applesauce.
Nah, you deserve reparations after that. That's fucked up.
No.
That sounds deliberately racist.
That was like signing a fucking $1 million, a $10 million deal in the NBA. Back then, being the only black kid at Hebrew school was fucking sick. Because every day was just a new, like, all right, if you want me on your team during recess, give me the stuff. And I'm going to cheat off you, and I will ask who Abraham is because I do not know.
Yeah. They're just like 2 rabbis sitting back and just being like, he's doing it.
I wonder how that actually went down.
Because no
they all seem chill. Everyone's chill. Everyone wants to be a nigga till it's time to be one. Everyone's cool with having a black kid in their Hebrew school until he starts hitting on their granddaughter.
Yeah, until he starts suggesting non-smoked fish.
I don't think that's...
He's like, you ever fried this fish? Just being like, get him out!
Can we not eat?
No, I'm just saying most Jewish people eat like smoked fish.
I was going to say, that's my first time hearing this.
I was saying, yeah, eating smoked fish compared to fried catfish.
It's the white fish.
Oh, there's whiskers on this fish.
They never specify. Well, do you know what gefilte fish is?
I have no idea. It's barely a fish to me.
Gefilte fish?
If someone hold up a fish and be like, I called it gefilte, I'd be like, what the fuck do you mean?
So there's not like the Pacific gefilte fish, you fucking retard.
I mean, what else? I mean, someone says, I'm having tuna fish. And you're just like, oh, what is that? And you'd be like, it's kind of in the name.
Well, what's the one that they sell that's not actually a real fish? It's just a coin named by the frozen fish industry. It's not halibut. Halibut's real. It's
tofurkey.
No. Or is it halibut? Oh, it's cod. No, cod's real.
I have no idea.
Is a North Atlantic cod? That's not real, right?
Listen, I can't get into conspiracy theories about fish. I have to piss so bad.
I have to pee so bad, dude.
Please.
The bad news is we got about 4 to 5 minutes left.
No, we don't.
The good news is...
No, we don't.
I promise you I've been tracking.
No, we don't.
The good news is we have videos queued up that Tristan liked to send in because we're going to be a video podcast now. Now, this first one that he sent in, I don't know what it's about. We're going to watch it together as a team. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, I'm not ready. There's immediately
You're not
no sound,
ready at all.
I don't know why there's no sound. There should be so much sound playing.
You're not.
Oh, the sound is muted.
So you got to rewatch.
What am I watching here?
It's a spooky car wash.
Why would you go to this?
It's like a sponsored spooky car wash. Flips him off.
That nigga started throwing hands.
He was on business
outside.
immediately. He's like,
He stood on all the
from a
bits.
car seat.
That's the type of kid that I want. I want a kid that's like, I don't give 2 fucks
Who's
what you
on
is.
business immediately?
Yeah, look, you see these 2 feet, you know what they standing on? Not hardwood, business.
They're not standing on the bottom of this car either. I am in a seat. I'm in a booster, at least until I'm 5'2".
I kind of like this. This is what Tosh.0 is. Oh, God, you got a lady in a bar. Okay.
Have you seen this video before?
No, but this has to be one of 2 things. Either a lady being egregiously hoary, or they're doing some form of like body shot, cock shot.
So it's the cock shot.
It's the cock shot.
So
I would
this
imagine.
is a cock shot going how you want it to go every single time you see it happen. So basically, for the audio listeners, which we do have on the RSS feed, spinning the guy around. He has tribal tattoos on his arms, leading up into his chest area. They're pouring tequila on his face.
He's already
saying
so
no.
drunk.
He says
so drunk.
He's so fucked up. And it's like the special birthday shot. They slap him in the face, be like, hey, sober up. And what they do, go behind the bar, grab a taser. But what they don't know, tequila's flammable. Here we go. Light him up, buddy. Light him up. That's raw skin on fire.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right?
It's electricity, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. Turns out electricity and alcohol is flammable.
All right, now, I was just acting. I was on my high horse. Let me step right off my high horse. I was just as surprised as the bartender to find out that
yeah.
that alcohol and electricity.
When you pour like 45 proof alcohol on yourself. Have you ever heard of a Molotov cocktail?
You ever seen moonshine get hit by lightning?
Yeah.
That's exactly what just happened.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's a bad Yelp review.
So how does that work? That guy just owns the bar now, or he invested, just took the whole thing?
I think it's something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, I kind of like this. This next one, we got Braun Breaker in a pool. That's a wrestling joke. He's a wrestler. It's a big dude in a banana hammock. Why is this your algorithm?
It's funny.
What? Why did you send me that?
Because I wanted you to see the different pawns that he had in his garden.
It's missing. It's not gay enough. It's not straight enough. It's not fishing enough. No, I'm lacking. I sound like
It's
Gordon.
perfect,
I sound
isn't
like-
it?
It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's a man simply sitting here, ripped out of his mind in a banana hammock, glutes exploding out of the side of a see-through walled pond.
This guy shreds
He's
city, dude.
fucking shredded. Not even a word about it.
This guy's built like the goddamn mountain.
He's
Being
talking
like,
about the flowers in his pond,
talking
man.
about a koi fish he named Reginald.
Yeah, and he's like, anyways, you want to come over? And you're just like, no notes.
Craziest part, that guy's a bottom. Hard power bottom.
Hard power bottom, dude. You need like one of those, like when you take a shit in the handicap stall, like those two grabber things.
They had one in my
And,
old
like,
apartment. They're great.
I have one in my new apartment. It's great.
Do you have the retard apartment?
I do.
I was gonna say they only put those.
Got jets in the tub.
They only put those in the handicapped apartment.
Yeah, dude. Got jets in the tub. Got a place to sit in the tub in case you can't do anything other than that in the tub.
I didn't realize that's what that was. When we moved into our place in Arizona that had that, I just thought it was a cool like feature. I was like, oh shit, 'cause, it's in like that big ass bathroom.
Does
which
seem like a cool ass feature.
now
doesn't
I
it?
realize was just a wheelchair accessible bathroom. But
No, it's great to hunker down and take a big one.
yeah, I was like, holy shit, we got a huge bathroom.
Oh!
Babe, you ever said, babe, they got old shit handles
Dude, I've
in the
already
bathroom.
white knuckled that shit handle. And then just being like, McDonald's coming out pretty hot. It's coming out hot. That was this morning.
Oh, that spicy mustard's so good coming in, but going out. Ah,
20 McNuggets don't look the same.
Shamrock shake. Fuck.
Look at the last thing I sent you.
All right, I'm not mad at videos.
Then we'll end on this.
Tell us what you think in the comments, Carl, and other 21 people. At
This one
point.
I think you'd get your piss hot on.
Don't steal my words.
Oh, sorry.
You've never said get your piss hot before
Yes,
you met
I
me.
did.
No
I-
chance.
Yes. I mean, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Wait, what am I watching? Oh, that's so sick. They all have mirror advisors. This nigga's on a fucking... This is the blackest youth football shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know,
what
dude.
the fuck?
Yeah, dude. And the guy on the ATV and all that.
They brought a little niglet out on a dirt bike, dog.
Yeah. If that was not QB, I don't want to know who is.
It's not the quarterback. The quarterback, I could tell you exactly. The quarterback's in the front. This is the most ignorant receiver or DB over here on a dirt bike.
He's running a gas-powered 49cc Kawasaki out of a...
They were just in an enclosed like entrance little thing. Everyone's just off the yoppers from gas.
Dude,
fuel.
there is a father. One of the two there. There's a father there who had to kickstart the fucking 49cc engine where you didn't see was everyone just being like, all right, on 3, we're going to pull the smokes. And also,
God damn. He's literally holding it because it's so small.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, the kid is just juggling on it.
That was maybe the coolest way to end an episode, but also just video I've seen the hots. I would have murdered when I was 9 to be like, do you guys want a tunnel and smoke and speakers and, oh, by the way, a Kawasaki? I hope they lost too.
A Kawasaki that matches your fit.
Your team? I hope they lost too, kind of. I hope they got smoked.
Yeah.
I hope some team full of prep school white kids.
Some
came
other
out.
kid came and took that Kawasaki home.
Well, the reality is, this is maybe the stereotype of playing where I played, but they used to say if you smack like a mostly black football team, you smack them in the mouth early, they fold.
Really?
Do you know what I got from research?
They fold.
They fold. Like goddamn, like some chocolate origami, dude, just into a black swan.
Damn, dude.
Anyway, let's pull up the Patreon. As always, join the Patreon. When you join the Patreon, we encourage you to change your name to something fun. We read it out or drop a question. Here's something new that I think we should do, whether it's in the comments on the regular one, we would like that, but also send in a comment on the Patreon. It's honestly the quickest way to get to us. I get excited on my phone anytime I get a Patreon notification.
Ask us literally anything.
Yeah.
Anything at all.
Treat us like Jeeves or Simon.
Ask Jeeves. Ask me how many fucking how many quarts are in an ounce.
Do you want relationship advice? Do you want to know how to become the best light skin you can be?
Quarts are I don't even know. Just quarts in a gallon.
How many metric system measurements till I give a shit? Anyway.
Yeah, for real.
This is new. Your local Sasquatch. Interesting. No, maybe that's not. Oh, this is good. Did we say Carl? I have no time to deal with the jabs. Goldthorpe. Okay.
I don't even know what that has to do context with.
It's just pretty funny to say.
Yeah, I have no time to deal with that. I know 3 things. One of them is I have no time.
Honestly, the way that Carl lives life, it's definitely some one-on-one beef he has in Arizona that no one knows about.
No one knows about. He's just venting.
Fuck it. I don't have time.
Dude, chill. You have lupus.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Join the Patreon. Upgrade on the Patreon if you're a $1 McBaller. Comment on the boys. Follow everyone. We have to go record a Patreon for the $1 McBallers, and literally I'm going to pee my pants. I'll see you later.
Shout out Chris.